Hey guys, Louis Cuevas here with MakeNorthTexasHome.com and Remax Cross Country. And today I wanted to talk to you about a little known program by the City of Lewisville that may be of benefit to you called the Property Enhancement Program. Hey guys, so I'm here at the City of Lewisville with Drew, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the program that I was mentioning, the Property Enhancement Program. So can you tell them just about how it works and what it is?
You got it. So the City of Lewisville has a Property Enhancement Program. It's a matching grant rebate for Lewisville homeowners to repair the exteriors of their homes. So
what kind of stuff?
Like we're talking about roofing, painting, siding, windows, doors, driveways, sidewalks, gutters, retaining walls.
Sprinklers, right?
Sprinklers, no. Sprinklers is irrigation.
Oh,
We
okay.
don't allow homeowners to do irrigation grants.
Okay.
But anything that touches the house that involves the structural components of the home, anything on the exterior.
So basically those projects that you named, the city's willing to help you?
Exactly. So matching grant rebate means it's a 50% reimbursement.
Right.
And it's up to $5,000. So what that means is if a homeowner spends $10,000 or more on an eligible project, they can get $5,000 back.
So I guess so when I found out about the program, I was pretty shocked that the city would do that. But so where did it originate? Like how did they come up with it?
So back in 2015, the City of Lewisville, City Council, citizens who were very engaged in the government process, and staff all came together to design the Lewisville 2025 plan.
That's right.
The 2025 plan was born out of the idea that Lewisville will be 100 years old. It's centennial.
Right.
And so what do we want Lewisville to look like? And of that 2025 plan, there are 9 big moves. One of those, the one that my position was created from, is number 4, thriving neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm.
There were some action steps created from this goal of what Lewisville should look like at 100 years old, and one of those was to create an incentive program for homeowners.
So clean up my yard and give it a good paint.
Exactly, and to because the average age of a home in Lewisville is pushing 40 years,
mm-hmm.
and so it's time for those big maintenance jobs. And anything that we can do as the city to encourage and assist our citizens to make those big repairs, we want to help.
Sure.
So our council made this a priority. It's been budgeted now since July of 2016. So thus far we have had about 80 grant applicants go through the program, and our average grant is hovering at about $1,800. So,
which means the project was roughly what, $3,600?
Exactly,
but on the high end.
On the high end, but we've had homeowners who've spent $20,000 on major renovations.
Yeah.
We've had homeowners who spent $600 on a new garage door.
So one of the ones that I saw the garage door, I saw the fences tend to be pretty common.
Yes.
Paint jobs, siding. The one I'm really thinking about are the retaining walls.
Yes.
Because I know many of the homeowners have the railroad ties type thing, and a lot of them are failing, and it's really expensive to do that.
Back in the 80s and 90s, it was very popular for home builders to terrace the hills, and they would put in the railroad ties, and they have a shelf life of about 20 to 30 years. We're coming up on that point. So one of the original goals of this program was to identify all of the homes that have a retaining wall that's parallel or adjacent to public property. So an alleyway, a street, a sidewalk.
So the public would be coming through.
Exactly. So our council decided that project alone would be very special in that anytime a homeowner replaces a retaining wall, a wooden railroad tie retaining wall, with a concrete, masonry, stone, something more permanent, we would match them $3,000, no matter their household income. They would automatically be eligible because many of them are extremely expensive. I mean, to do that kind of work requires some specialized tools. It requires heavy equipment, and it requires a lot of labor. But we've had homeowners build their own walls and save a lot of money. We will still match them for the cost of their materials.
So speaking of that, so 2 questions. So what's the process, and can I be my own contractor? Like, what's a contractor?
Most definitely. So the process is really simple. You have a wish list for projects you want to do at your home. You go to our website, cityoflewisville.com/pet, and hopefully you'll put a link to it in the little review. When you go to the website, you'll see before and after photos.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see two big links. One of them is for the guidelines, the actual rules of the program. It's very short. It's about 8 pages. It'll take 10 minutes to read. And then the most important is the link to the actual grant application.
Mm-hmm.
It's very short. It's 5 pages. Pretty much this is the opportunity for the homeowner to tell us what their project is and what the scope of it is.
Do you recommend that they do that first? Like what comes first?
I recommend they go to the website, read through the guidelines, look at some of the past projects we've helped homeowners with, and then print off an application and kind of read through the checklist. They have to attach some documents like their photo ID.
Mm-hmm.
They have to turn in a water bill from the city.
So clearly they have to be like in good standing with the city.
Most definitely. They have to be current on their property taxes,
Mm-hmm.
and they have to not owe the city any money for their water
Sure.
and utility bill. So,
Yeah.
A homeowner, once they fill out an application, they can go out and get quotes and estimates from
Mm-hmm.
a contractor. So we recommend they find a professional contractor. What does that mean? A professional contractor is one who writes an itemized estimate. So it really
Okay.
breaks down the difference between materials and labor,
Sure.
who gives a very clear description with quantities and prices
Got
on
it.
what the work is going to achieve. So there's a big difference between a contractor
there
who
is.
says, it's $10,000 to paint your house.
Yeah.
Then a contractor says, I'm going to buy 15 gallons of Sherwin-Williams stained, eggshell white, and
So many hours, so many paintbrushes, materials.
Contractors should include a warranty, a written warranty for the
Okay.
work. They should include a timeline. They should include the cost of any permits.
Mm-hmm.
They should include their contact information, their company address, their website. They should also
It's
have,
pretty legit.
they should be professional. And they, last but most important, they should have proof of general liability insurance.
Got it.
This is what separates professionals from someone you don't want to hire to come and work
So
on your property.
going back to the application, I think this is what really caught my attention is I think often when you hear about different programs that do some sort of assistance,
Mm-hmm.
if you want to call it,
Mm-hmm.
The income requirements.
Yeah.
What are those on this particular one?
So, Property Enhancement Program is unique in that no matter your household income,
Right.
you are eligible for up to $1,000 match.
And that caught my attention because at that point you're talking about just about everybody, right?
Any homeowner in Lewisville
Right.
who has an eligible project, who turns in an application,
Mm-hmm.
who follows
At least
the grant,
1,000.
gets $1,000. So I've had homeowners who earn quite a bit of money, but who, for one reason or another, have not had the ability to save up for
Sure.
a necessary repair. They back into their garage door, and now they have a major repair
Sure.
that's going to be $3,000
Mhm.
to replace the doors, fix the broken beams, install the new lifter, which, from our perspective as a city, that's a health and safety
Sure.
repair. You need to be able to open your garage door in case of an emergency.
Yeah.
We don't want the floor or the roof to fall in. Those homeowners are eligible for $1,000 match, no matter their income.
And that's what caught my attention.
Yeah.
Because I think the city also has, and many of the cities also have some sort of program to help out people, but there's income requirements and all that sort of stuff. This particular, at least for the 1,000, that's like non-existent.
It's non-existent. We're here to help any Lewisville homeowner. We want to encourage people to become homeowners. We want them to invest in their community. We want them to invest in their property. And even better, homeowners can apply once every year. We don't,
Oh, wow. Okay.
We don't limit it to one time.
Oh, wow.
So
I got to get to planning my projects.
That's our hope, is that somebody who lives here, who invests
Sure.
their time here, will begin to budget and look in future years and say, you know what, okay, I'm going to do gutters this year and I can paint next year. And that will change their habits and their behavior to get them thinking, okay, now this is realistic now. I can do these things, and if I can make my one little corner of my neighborhood a little bit more appealing,
It encourages more people. I see that all the time.
it spreads.
Yeah.
It'll bring the entire neighborhood into a healthier, more thriving community.
Yeah. Yeah. So the funds are not unlimited, right?
They're not.
You have a cap and first come, first serve kind of a thing?
Exactly. Applications are first come, first serve. Homeowners can, how do they turn in an application? So let's say a homeowner goes, they get their quotes and their estimates, or they've decided they're going to do their own project.
Sure.
And they get a budget for
Right.
what the materials are that they need. They call for an inspection. I actually come out and meet with them at their property and take a look at their scope of work.
Sure.
What are they going to replace? We'll take some before photographs, and then we actually go through the application, answer any questions
Sure.
they might have, make sure everything is all there. Those applications are reviewed once a week here at the city by our grant review committee.
Sure.
And a homeowner gets, if their project's approved, they get an award letter.
Mhm.
At that point, they can call their contractor and get on the schedule.
How long do you think on average that takes from turning in the application to getting that award letter?
Same week.
So a week.
Same week. That's probably
Wow.
one of the shortest sections of the process.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I had to give advice to a homeowner, I'd tell them, I always joke, it's a marathon, not a sprint. The hardest part is getting contractors to come out and give you an
Sure.
itemized estimate.
Sure.
That's what takes the greatest amount of time.
Yeah.
Is doing the research, figuring out exactly what you want
Mhm.
to purchase, and then finding at least 3 companies to come out and give you
So you require 3.
at minimum. But I
Okay.
recommend to all homeowners they get a dozen.
Sure.
If it takes you an extra hour to make 9 more phone calls, but it saves you $1,000,
No, it's totally worth it.
it's worth your time.
And then, now correct me if I'm wrong. So then, depending on income, income requirements, the funds could be up to 5,000. Is that
Correct.
right? So how does the application work, or like what is the timeline for the application? When should people apply? When is the fiscal year, if you will? When does the budget start? When does it end?
So we accept applications beginning October of
Mhm.
every year, and we go until we run out of funding.
Okay.
And so that ends in about September. We cut off applications for that year. It's first come, first serve. But what that means is if we still have funding in summer and a homeowner applies for a project and they complete it, they're eligible to reapply starting October of the next
Okay.
year. So you can do some projects with a quick turnaround if you
Right,
budget
right.
well.
Let me ask you, if you get the award letter, does that necessarily are those funds reserved off to the side?
Most
or no?
definitely.
Okay.
They are reserved. And so
Okay.
once you have that award letter, you know that we're going to
Got it.
fund that project. Now, you're given 6 months to
Got
complete
it.
the work.
Okay.
If does not happen, or if the project is canceled, or whatever may
Sure.
happen, things happen,
Sure.
that money will be put back into the pot for another
Someone
homeowner to
else.
apply for.
Okay. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, as you can see, that program is incredible. When I found out about it, I was really surprised, but it does make sense because I think the city is taking the 2025 plan extremely seriously.
Very much.
They're obviously doing quite a bit of things to make that happen. But I thought I'd let you guys know about this program and check it out. I'll put a link below and some contact information. But again, thank you so much. Now, hopefully you enjoyed this video. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Make North Texas Home. Or you can check out more videos on my website, which is makenorthtexashome.com. Thank you so much.